So apparently there's new stuff going on with Amouranth that I was not. Well, I've like seen on my X feed like pop up on my. I gotta stop. I'm so cringe calling it X. Anyways, Sensitive Society. Let's see what he's got to say about it. By the way, if when I make this a YouTube React, yo, what's up, YouTube React enjoyers? Welcome in. I highly recommend you go check out the original video first. It'll be at the top of the description, as well as the original creator right below it. Right below that will be my Twitch stream. I go live 3 days a week. Would love to have you over if you want to come hang sometime. Tell me what I should react to next. And fair warning, I pause and talk too much. So yeah, dude. Also, leave a like and subscribe if you are new. All right, cool. Let's get into it. Let's see what's going on with Amouranth here.
Actually have no idea how to start off this video. No memes, no ha-has, no goofiness or silliness, if you will. Let's just get straight to the point. So there's this Twitch streamer who goes by Amouranth. She's one of the biggest Twitch streamers and one of the biggest OF
dude.
girls.
Ew. She can get away with this because she's not an uggo, right? But if she was an uggo like me, like an uggo, no, literally uggo like me tried to do this on stream, oh, no, that would not work, bro. Nah, dude.
Girls out there.
They'd be like, you're hideous. Stop crying on stream.
She's been around forever. You might know her from this.
Mechanicon. I'm very surprised that it fit perfectly in the dimensions because I just like eyeballed it.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yes,
oh.
That's her. And yes, that is her core audience. This is a situation that escalated from Amouranth and her husband have been fighting for hours on Kick, and then her breaking down and then calling the cops, and it just keeps getting worse and worse and
Dude,
worse.
What? Kick paid her like millions and millions of dollars, by the way, for like 500 average viewers and arguments on Kick.
First, we're gonna talk and cover everything here. Now, before we get into those clips, I want to make this very clear. This is someone who has lied about being assaulted. Looks like lies about this every 6 or 7 months.
Yeah, I don't know how real everything was with the whole story. Why Tony Hawk's in between? That's usually how these how a lot of these commentary YouTubers do it. Kind of like the leafy flow of like, okay, we're gonna talk about this, show you clips, and then in between we're gonna give you something that makes your like the neurons in your brain activate. Honestly, I'm hikey here for some of the time. They be putting like boring stuff, like they're like horrible CS:GO death matches in here. This is kind of tickling something for me right now. I'm not gonna lie, this is like some Subway Surfer shit, dude. I'm like, okay, wait, okay, yeah, sure, tell me what's going on. But yeah, so I don't know how much of the Amouranth shit was true when it first happened, like the first like whole thing where she was like, my husband's abusing me and forcing me to do all this shit and like yada yada, all that stuff. Like just off the rip, I'm like, oh shit, yeah, okay, yeah, maybe, dude, yeah, okay. And I believed it, right? But there's just been more and more things that make me believe that Amouranth is a bad actor just from like the outside looking in. So I'm interested to hear about this. Also, I want to make it clear, this is not like an anti like OF model like type, like that's not my viewpoint on this. I think that like if you're doing sex work and you're doing it, you know, you aren't like one of these freak Jack Doherty hover OF models where you're like targeting children, right, with this shit. If you're just doing OnlyFans to like make a bag or whatever, then do it, dude. Hell yeah, that's awesome. And some people even do it out of like necessity and shit to be able to pay their bills and whatnot. Even if they already have a regular ass job, they still can't pay for shit because the world is, you know, it'd be fucked up sometimes. So this isn't like an anti-OF content creator. I think it's just calling out bad character. At least that's how I'm approaching this. Betwork, I'll tap in after this video. I'll pull that bad boy up.
Whenever she needs relevancy for whatever reason. And this is not me underplaying this or being like, don't believe her, guys. But once again, this is so...
Yeah, I haven't heard anything other than like what I saw on Twitter, which was like their house got broken into and then she was like, oh yeah, these trans people are upset. Well, this is where they can go. And then like showed the fire footage from California. I was like, okay, well, that's kind of extreme. That's kind of extreme, dude. I was the strongest soldier in the shorts comment. Yeah, dude. Yeah. That at that point I was like, yeah, what the hell, man? But she like has a husband now. So like, did she like end things with that husband and get a new one, or is this the same husband and now he's on full display? Like, what is happening? I'm totally confused by that, and I hope Sensitive Society like covers that. He might not, because it's like that's kind of old news, I guess, but we'll see, dude.
Someone who has lied about this kind of stuff before, and when this happened for the first time about a year or two ago, everyone came to her defense, including myself. I made a video being like, yo, this situation sucks, I feel bad for her, but then it turned out it was fake. It wasn't a real abuse situation. So now everyone's just like, should we believe her? Should we not? Is this part of a script?
Amouranth is the biggest fraud on Twitch. You guys remember a couple months ago when Amouranth was having that situation with her ex-husband, where basically she told the entire internet—
Oh, that is the dude that she's married to right now—
that her husband was actually abusive, and because of him, she was actually forced to do OnlyFans. He actually forced her to be sexualized on stream on a daily basis, and this was all because of financial reasons, because this husband wanted to make a lot of money and he wanted to make it only for himself, and he used Amouranth as a tool to get what he actually wants. So I want you guys to keep in mind that Amouranth, she never wanted to do any of these naked streams, right? She didn't want to stream on Twitch with absolutely no clothes. She didn't want to do an OnlyFans, because Amouranth is actually a very good and wholesome girl with very good values and morals, and the only reason she was doing any of this was because she was forced to by her evil ex-husband.
I also feel like this is like, especially, I mean, it's seemingly like it's seeming like it is lies that she said all this. I feel like doing this is like in such a horrible taste for other sex workers who actually have to do, some of them have to do sex work again to be able to make ends meet, and then she's like basically talking down on them completely, like being like, oh, this is a horrible way to live, and I personally would never do this myself because I'm morally higher than you and I am more wholesome, I'm not some degenerate. If she gets a divorce, then he gets half. Oh, maybe that's what it is, dude. Hi, Chris. What are we talking about? We're talking about Amouranth right now. Yeah.
Okay, now believe it or not, the absolute entire internet completely fell for this and believed her completely with absolutely zero proof regarding what she said.
Yeah, she's also making it harder for real victims to be heard. Absolutely. Is she talking shit on sex workers? No, not particularly, but low key, the way this is getting painted is like, oh yeah, wait, maybe it's kind of messed up, dude.
I'm going to believe you and feel bad for you, even though you faked this before. Amouranth calls the cops on her husband after he charged at her during a 20-hour stream argument. This goes
20 hours. What is wrong with both of them? How can you be so upset about something you're in a 20-hour discussion? It's got to be like money, right? It's got to be money, or there's like something genuinely wrong with both of them. There is no way, okay? If you're arguing over like, I don't know, 2 hours, maybe he like left and came back, who knows? 20 hours is insane. Can't say long, just want to say love your content and that I hope you have a good day. Yo, Blaze, appreciate you, homie. I hope you're having a great night, dude, or day. Content gremlins, maybe that's what it is, dude. Maybe they're like, oh yeah, this is gonna do numbers. This is gonna do numbers. I was about to say, how do you talk shit about sex workers when in 90% of your streams you have your tits like almost out? Yeah, again, like I am like, yo, go sex workers, do your thing, as long as you aren't like a Jack Doherty hoverer and you're like promoting your shit to children, right? Like whatever, dude, go get your bag. But like, don't be a fucking piece of shit about it, man. Don't be an asshole. I couldn't talk for 20 hours about my most loved subject, much less something as draining as an argument. Yeah, exactly. This is really funny because the drawing I'm doing right now is a shocked face. There you go. You got some inspo from Amouranth, dude.
Out to every couple who's a social media personality. We don't need to hear you guys argue 24/7.
Yeah, dude.
That's fine.
Regardless.
I'm not okay with. I'm not unokay with being observed.
Okay, great.
I'm unokay with you pointing the camera.
Well,
in my
then
face.
leave. I'm not going to follow you.
So you're literally just going to be super defiant, is that right?
Talk about problems. Hey, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro?
Jesus
Leave.
Christ.
You can go
Dude,
away.
I wasn't in camera view. You moved the camera
The
view
fuck,
to me.
bro? What is wrong with you? You got.
Ma'am? And you got live streamers?
Yeah, we're live streaming.
Let's play the devil's advocate, right? If this is real, the guy is insane. He's a disgusting human being, and he should be arrested. But once again, she's done
Luna?
this
Yeah, I've heard of
before.
Luna.
Kinda looks like.
I think I used to wait. Luna's been uploading since like Leafy era, right? Reactive abuse.
It's just for clout. And I'm not the only one that thinks this. Person says more fake shit from her, donations must be low. If this guy is indeed abusive, then fuck this guy. I wish nothing but the worst for him.
Yeah.
What do we believe in at this point? Is this real? Is she playing up the abuse? Is it just a soap opera drama for the Sims to get involved?
Yo,
Would
what's
I be
up,
surprised
Stunna?
if in a few months she's like, oh yeah, this was just script, guys? No, I would not be surprised.
Dude, imagine they have. Well, it wouldn't be that hard to have fake cops, right? Didn't Jake Paul used to do that shit all the time, right? So you could do some reacts to his stories. I love Luna. Oh, that might actually be fire, bro. Oh, that reminds me. I was trying to think of the idea that I had the other day for like good, like simple reacts like Reddit, and it was the scary story reacts. Like just watching, you know, those like animated scary stories and shit. Yeah, no, I think you're cooking. If there is a Luna video that you're like, yeah, this is good, and also you could probably like add some decent commentary to, feel free to throw it in the watch on stream. Chris, sometimes I think about live streams and how they're, you know, live, and I just think of you sitting in your house staring at your computer like, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, dude. Pretty much, bro. It's crazy, bro. You're gonna set me on some like ayahuasca ass shit right now, dude. Like thinking about myself sitting in my house and how many hours a day I'm like sitting here just yapping to you all. I want drugs, yo. Honestly, me too, dude. Luna had 7-year-old me rolling on the floor. God, I'm so fucking old. Oh my fucking god.
Like smoking cigars actively. Why do you compare things that you can't compare?
Shit, and then
Why are you insane?
You know, we have 7 dogs. Are you honestly?
And none of them have shit in the house. Crazy,
Yeah,
right?
they have shit all over the outside.
Yeah, that's what dogs do. Where do you want it to go?
They have. Okay, what I'm saying is that we
crazy.
don't need 7 of them.
You chose to get 7. I wanted 5.
And yet you're saying I hate them.
Dude, this is giving me flashbacks to my parents, dude. I'm fucking sitting here like, oh, this is awkward. Oh, this is not swag. Also, why are they arguing about such simple shit, dude? My fucking dog pisses all over my couch. You don't hear me out here yelling at fucking Chucky being like, fucking dog pissed all over the couch. You love him. Look at him. He's pissing all over the fucking couch, dude. I'm like, damn, dog fucking pissed on the couch. I love the dog too. Well, I guess I'll fucking figure something out. Hey, mom, what do I do about these fucking couch cushions that are pissed on now? Kobe, what's up, baby? Because I'm 18. I was born in 07. Oh, dude, oh, man. Mods, pull up this guy's chat logs and fucking blow up my house. Hey, can we not play this? I am now in the kitchen listening to my dad cussing my mom out on the phone. Are you dead ass? Oh my god. This is doing wonders for my PTSD. Oh my god, bro. I think it's probably close to being over, but yeah, I'm honestly kind of with you. I don't really want to watch this dumb fucking argument here. Is this one less intense?
You should do this every day. Your view numbers have tripled.
You should do this every day? What kind of fucking toxic, stupid fucking TTS is that?
My takeaway from this is to stop oversharing. Not everything needs to be streamed. It's just like,
oh, it's
so
the DAW match? Bad.
And like the donation guy said at the end, it's like, yeah, your views have tripped ever since you guys have live streaming your argument.
Why did that guy sound like Trump? Because she has the fucking TTS monster.
And dude, people don't have any fucking decency anymore.
She's
You're already
okay.
extremely wealthy. Why do this? Someone just said,
yes. She has capital. Why is she still streaming? She probably has she is probably the most subscribed to OnlyFans creator. Why are you doing this shit anymore? Is it like in your kit contract or something?
I stand with the husband. This has to stop, okay? Please, this goes to every Twitch streamer or just any streamer overall. We do not need to know about you 24/7, 365 about every single little thing you do.
Fuck
Stop.
Aiden Ross. Now that's something I can get behind.
I hate this behavior that everything needs to be known and everything needs to be streamed.
Yeah,
and
dude.
I get it. Couples fight. Couples have arguments.
Drama sells, yeah. I mean, absolutely. I'm doing a fucking drama react right now, you know. But like, it's like, dude, at what point is it like too much, you know? What point is it too like 20 hours of arguing on live?
That's completely normal. Not to this level, okay? Whether this is real or not, this is not a healthy relationship, okay? I want to make that very clear. And if someone is abusive, then leave his ass. And I do have a problem with it when it becomes fictionalized. And it's just like, oh, let's just make this entertainment, guys.
And I know it's hard, right? Like, separating from a partner is hard, especially if they do have stakes in, like, your bread and shit. But, like, dude, you gotta think, like, what's gonna make you happy? Like, arguing for 20 hours is gonna take years off of your life. Okay, so which one do you love more? A couple extra $1 million or living and existing and breathing, bro? Like, think about it.
Someone is definitely going to take this out of context and be like, Sans thinks abuse is corny? What? No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying lying about it, like she's done in the past, to profit off of that and victims is corny. That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm in a sane one, Nick, and you were in an insane mindset.
No, you're just, something is mentally unhinged for you right now, because normally...
No, it's literally you. You are unhinged.
When you know that we're being swatted, you're at least concerned for the dogs, and you're almost gleeful.
I was not concerned in this case because, one, I know that the dogs aren't in here, so there's nothing for me to be concerned, and I know that they...
Can I have a crazy take really quickly? Can I have one that you guys will all be like, oh yeah, absolutely, but like YouTube comments are gonna be like, you're a fucking dumbass, you fucking stupid fuck. You're a fucking piece of shit, die, okay? Motherfuckers tell me to kill myself so much, you know, I think I might have to make it my slogan. Sorry, that was cringe. Let me fucking, you know. This fucking Yeet guy and pretty much any of the motherfuckers on Twitter that, like, do this kind of shit are so fucking annoying, bro. They're so fucking annoying. I hate them so much. It's like political commentators. Like, they're just continuing to, like, build more slop and be problematic, like, cause problematic shit. Like, literally, like, still happening, you know, if you're interested. Dude, not everybody need to know about this, dude. Don't... It's so fucking cringe. I hate that shit, dude.
It seems people have forgotten one of the most common rules, that being, think before you fucking speak.
Yeah, literally, dude. Also, at least there's no steak fucking logo on this shit.
They are from the outside.
They're like on the patio, and then
Either on the patio concealed.
Trumps can jump over things.
I don't have to be concerned if I didn't hear a shot go off. There's nothing for me to be. If we heard gunshots, yes, I'd be concerned. But we didn't. So why would I be concerned? If police enter my door like they do every night because we hired them.
Those aren't the ones we hired.
If this was my relationship or my life, I would actually kill myself. This is miserable. Why would I want to spend my days arguing? Especially if I'm rich, okay? If I'm rich as fuck, I'm not going to be dealing with this shit, okay? Waste of time.
Dude, again, I know that there are people that get locked in these situations and, you know, whatever. But also, like, yeah, do everything you can, get the fuck out of there, dude. Stop fucking arguing on kick.com, bro. Figure something out. You got bread like that, dude.
Waste of energy.
Yeah, intensive therapy, absolutely, dude. Intensive therapy where they're in a padded room like this. Okay, that's what they both need. Away from each other, not in the same room. That would make it worse.
I only have a limited amount of time on Earth. I am not spending it arguing, okay? You know what I'm doing if I was this rich? Getting my Porsche 911 and drive. Okay, just drive. Maybe drink and drive. Okay, maybe not doing that. And I already fell for it once. Am I gonna fall for it again and be like, oh no, she's the victim?
How has she been saying that he's abusive for years, and here they're still together making each other completely miserable? Like, why? Yeah, I think I'm with you 100%, dude. And like, it's very, like, it's very easy, like, if I say something about Amouranth just for it to, like, completely fall, like, any conversation had about this to fall to, like, some sort of, like, sexism or something. But I literally think that it is also, it was a one-sided story, and now it's, like, a two-sided story because he's actually on camera talking about this, probably because she completely, like, buried him and destroyed his character for a fucking, like, year there, right? Like, they need to separate. I know, again, I think Rourke is right? Like, I think it's money, but it's like, dude, whatever. Go your separate fucking ways, dude. Like, is there something genuinely, like, keeping her there? Like, can she show proof of that? That is like, okay, well, you're fucking stuck there. Okay, now, all right. Well, now I have empathy for you. But I haven't seen anything. Seemingly, either these two YouTubers are acting in bad faith, or she hasn't released something, you know? They need to bring back lobotomies just for these two. Oh, dude. The only thing about that is people can get attached easily to like very toxic and manipulative people, you know? Yeah, dude. I mean, I think that might be the thing, right? But it's like, dude, at a certain point, you gotta get the fuck out of there, man.
Them guys, she's obviously not playing into it, or this is not benefiting her in any way, shape, or form financially. Of course it does. She benefits from this greatly. I'm gonna keep it real. They both sound like shitty human beings after all of this. Okay, so I found this article from 2022. Twitch streamer Amouranth reveals she split from husband after accusing him of abuse.
Yeah.
Why are we making this entertainment? You know what I mean? There's real people who suffer from abuse,
Yes!
real women who go through it, who don't have a voice, and they're not profiting off it. And then there's people like this, like Amouranth, who glorify it and make it a whole thing, make it a whole spectacle, profit off it, and plug their OnlyFans every 10 minutes on their live stream while they're arguing, right? It's just in bad taste.
I canalize fucking
Jesus Christ.
someone to lie. And so I deserve to have. Reservoir just tipped $1.
Jesus Christ, bro. Jesus Christ.
You won't leave. You won't shut up. What are you gonna do? The cops won't help me. No one can help me.
I'm talking in a voice. You're yelling at me. Stasha, Cherry, did you yell last night? Yeah.
Interesting.
Dude, the TTS going on. Oh my God, bro. She's on the ground. Why are you live? Why are you live? Hit the stop button. Hit the stop button. Are you fucking kidding me? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. Everything is fake. Yeah,
This is weird.
What's that? This is weird.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think so. Basically, this whole thing flew off the rails when she asked me to come help her. I came to help her. She had a really bad attitude, and then somehow ended up with her yelling at me, but it's my fault.
Why the fuck is she on the floor? Yo, who the fuck wrote this script? This is just a mockery of abuse. Yeah, these people just are making a whole mockery out of it and profiting off it.
Like, oh, we fight for like, I don't know how many hours it is. Like fucking, yeah. And then at the end of it all, she starts telling me that she thinks, you know, maybe I'm part of the plot to have her killed because of life.
What?
Insurance.
Not someone that I feel bad for. And no, it is not because I lack.
Yeah. Tell her that you would be her personal therapist, and then you could make enough money that it's like fuck you money off of Amouranth. But it seems like she doesn't want that, you know? Like, I don't know, we'd have to watch the whole thing, but I'm sure that they probably are saying inflammatory fucking things to each other that just piss each other off and aren't trying to, like, go at it with, like, a, you know, understanding mentality.
Empathy. Okay, I actually do have empathy. I didn't unlock it at 32 years old. As a matter of fact, I unlocked it at, I think I was like 31. And
Sensitive Society is 32 years old. I thought this dude was 24, Max. I thought we were the same age, bro.
no, seriousness, no. It's not
Holy fuck, I'm actually going to be 24 in a few days. Oh, we're cooked, boys.
I'm a fucking psychopath. I do have empathy, believe it or not. When she lies about stuff like this before, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to believe. What the fuck? Who the fuck plays with stuff like this? If it does turn out to be real, then that sucks, but you've lied about this before.
Yeah, Amouranth's doing like a really, really bad job as somebody who's for people who actually go through abuse, and also for OnlyFans content creators.
I'm not gonna fall for it again. It's weird. This whole relationship is...
Dude, hell yeah, Apex. Oh, also, I missed one of Taryn's messages here, but she's been reaching out about it, which is typically the breaking point where the abuse says enough is enough and seeks help. But that was literal years ago. Yeah, exactly. Like, especially with the, like, she's like, I've split from my husband. Well, seemingly not.
It's weird. This whole thing is weird. It's just entertainment for Amouranth and her Sims. It's like, why would I take this seriously if the people involved in it are not even taking it seriously themselves? You know, take this with a grain of salt. And once again, I hate that I have to say that because this is a real issue. This is a real thing. If it's coming from her, it's like, you know, I can't take it seriously. But anyways, with that said, what do you guys think of this situation? Let me know in the comments below. And with that said, subscribe to the channel.
Hell yeah, man. What's the chest? Oh, she's cosplaying as an SA survivor. Okay. She's the girl who cried wolf. You can't believe anything she says. She did this before with her husband and turned out to be scripted. Yeah, I think, okay, so here's the thing. I love unproblematic streamers, Ms. Kiff Hart. It's Jover! It's so Jover! Oh my god. I'm trying to think of a streamer that has gotten into more like problematic things than that, and I can't even think, like, somebody that's, you know, obviously the political commentators, but like somebody who's not a political commentator that has had more issues than Mizkif. I literally cannot think of one off the top of my head right now. I'm trying to think, like, my brain, when I was like saying it's Jover, I was like trying to like think of all the streamers, right? I literally can't think of one. Asmongold maybe, but like I kind of throw him in the political commentator boat at this point, where it's like, yeah, okay, he's just, he'd be saying shit that like, Neon? Oh yeah, right, I guess so. Aiden Ross, yeah. I can't think of, I love unproblematic streamers. Aiden Ross, Heart. But yo, okay, so here's what I was gonna say about Amouranth though. If she's in a toxic, like, breakup, get back together relationship with her husband, right? Okay, fine. Then say that, right? Say that. Say that I keep going back to him, and I'm sorry, guys, I keep doing this. Be honest. Be honest then, but don't be like, oh my god, he's abusing me. He's been abusing me the whole time. Well, what do you mean I said I split from my husband? Well... Guess what? You got lied to.
_loves_Mara says, I think when talking about this you have to be careful because you don't know any of the exact situations. True. And also a lot of people are using this as a chance to be sexist, but I do agree that she could benefit from leaving that relationship and getting treatment.
True. That's why I'm like very, very sensitive and try and like explain fully what I mean whenever I like put blame on Amouranth, because I don't want somebody to just be like, oh, she's an OnlyFans whore. You know, like, that's such like a brain dead fucking take. Like, I hate that type of shit from people whenever they're like, oh, this group of people is just entirely bad. Like, that's such a fucking idiotic take and such a close-minded view of the world, you know? My husband is in a plot to kill me for insurance money. Oh no, that's terrible. So you've contacted the police after you left him, right? No, we're still together. Yeah, dude, it's just crazy to me. It's crazy to me. I'm honestly gonna have to do more research for myself about everything that happened with the first time that she said this shit, to like see if there's any like proof behind her like straight up lying, because I don't know that whole thing. I just thought that she got out of that shit and then she was good, and then she was like, I have a husband, to like fucking Dr. K or somebody. I was like, what? This, my husband saved me from the robbers. Like, what? Wait, what? I thought you left your husband. Then I was confused, and then she's on this whole like, she's doing some like political grift shit. Like, I could only take one person to a deserted island. I would take Andrew Tate, or whatever the fuck she said in the Dextardo fucking interview. Like, what, bro? You literally beef with them on Twitter. What are you saying? My favorite unproblematic streamer is Jack Doherty. Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes I think I'm an absolute dumbass, but then I say those things and realize that's not true. I don't have the hair on. I can't flip it. You might be the smartest chatter in her, low key. Well, we know it's not you, buddy. I'm sorry, Jay. You didn't deserve that. I think you're an intelligent individual. There you go. No, don't LMAO at it. Now I feel bad. What else we got here? Everything she does is monetized. I wouldn't be surprised if the stalking, robbery, and everything she's been through is staged. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I remember watching Ludwig defend her and her posting saying, I can finally wear clothes, but then to only see her still doing OnlyFans, like, what the fuck? Well, I think you could still do OnlyFans, right? But, like, if you're genuinely saying, like, I don't like being half naked on stream all the time, then like, stop being half naked on stream. Like, I think there's also a way to do OnlyFans respectfully. Right? Like, you don't have to be like doing the green screen on your ass cheeks to get OnlyFans subscribers. You can just be an attractive person and be like, oh yeah, I have an adult link in my link tree or something like that, and then people will be like, oh, oh. You could honestly, you could probably be an uggo on the internet, and if you treat people nice, like, chat, if honestly, like, this isn't on some sexist shit, right? But, like, if I was a woman and then I was like, you know, I formed the parasocial relationships I have with all of you here, I'd probably make a little bag off of OnlyFans, dude. The T. Nichols situation? Oh, yeah, dude, I almost crashed out over that one time. I'm pretty sure that was him. What if she was 5150'd and then he got conservatorship over her? Yeah, like what Brittany was in. See, that's the only thing where I'm like, okay, is that what's happening here? 5150, they trying to come get me? My bad. Apparently he's making a comeback and people are supporting him. Well, of course. I mean, people fucking supported Dr. Disrespect. I was going through my old YouTube videos the other day and I realized that there was like one Dr. Disrespect video where I got like 3 likes and like 55 dislikes because I was like, yeah, it's bad that he's talking to a child. And they're like, oh no. Oh no. I don't know what YouTube algorithm I was hitting. Apparently YouTube was like, you know what? Fuck this guy. Fuck this guy in his stupid Chungus React life. Let's get him on the algorithm where everybody fucking hates him for saying that talking to a child as a 40-year-old married man is bad. Oh, my bad, guys. Sorry for that hot take. But yeah, of course. There's always going to be people, like, protecting people like that. To be fair, it wasn't, like, as bad as the Dr. Disrespect situation or, like, the Cody Ko situation, right, with T. Nichols. To be fair, but it's still problematic. You still have the doctors... Because our fucking 7TV is filled of shitty, not shitty emotes. It's overfilled. We have like 600 emotes right now, so I gotta go through. If it's not like an emote that gets thrown around regularly, I usually forget about it. That was one of the things I was defending when the situation first came out. Like, a lot of people have these situations and still do sex work they were forced to do because it's what they know. Yeah, that too. I mean, again, a lot of people do sex work to literally afford their bills and then they like pop off and then are like super successful and then they keep doing it. And again, if you're not marketing sex work to children, like, you know, the Jack Doherty hoverers, or apparently the fucking Bop House now, or whatever, then there's nothing wrong with sex work, dude. Also, I saw a clip of RFK saying people shouldn't be taking medical advice from him. Wait, taking medical advice from who? Dr. Disrespect? No. Oh my God. Because of women like Amouranth, this is why and abuse accusations of women are always suspect, which is unfair for women who are victims of these crimes. Yes. Robert F. Kennedy. No. I know who RFK is. I was confused who you were saying. He was saying not to take medical advice from. Those are real cops. Then she needs charged with false reporting. She needs to retire. Angle of her crying / screaming. Her being in frame lying on the ground crying. If this was real, you'd turn the camera off, but she'll make bank either way, sadly. She thirst traps gamer bros who are most likely socially awkward and then acts creeped out when they work up the courage to come and see her. The streamer community is like a weird pseudo high school type popularity contest that started off just being about gaming and warped into this cam girl having gambling, promoting crypto, rug pulling, simp gathering thing. See, I think there's some truth in this comment, right? Because it was literally what we were talking about earlier where I'm like, you know, no disrespect, like that's awesome you're getting your fucking bag and you made like good YouTube videos or whatever, and now you can be like somewhat boring on stream, or, you know, as I was saying, not have the sauce as a content creator. But yeah, I think there is some like sort of like popularity contest to it, right? Like that's fair. Now I think the being this cam girl having gambling, promoting crypto, rug pulling, simp gathering thing, I think a lot of that is kick. And now you can, you know, if you're trying to make like a moral whatever, you could possibly say that about Twitch somewhat too, right? The hot tubs and whatever and shit. But I feel like that shit, I mean, at least for me, because I am no longer a serial gooner. I'm no longer a serial gooner. That shit doesn't pop up on my home feed, dude. That shit doesn't show up. Like, I'm just here. We'll test it. Maybe it'll prove me wrong. Maybe there'll be some goon material on front page. Are we seeing any goon material? Chat, where's the goon material at, boys? Somebody break it down for me. Highlighting disabled talent. Here we go. Maybe this is
Chris,
a little bit.
This is for when you said you were talking shit
okay.
apt without me being here.
Oh.
You play and dress up in them thrift store deals.
Hell yeah,
Camo
man.
on your face.
Hell
but
yeah.
where the fuck you at? Looking like a leprechaun. Bout to get clapped. Long
What?
ginger hair. Trying hard for that clout. Talking big shit. I'm about to air it out.
Okay.
You crash out talking when you thought I was lurking. But I'm the beast lurking. Just waiting to spawn. You a wannabe thug in that ratty ass fit. I'm spitting hot fire. Boy, that's the real shit.
Next line's a what? Let's see. Do we have any? Or we're doing the Asmongold theory right now. Recommended for you. See, I'm also not a gooner. I feel like a lot of these people that are like, yeah, my Twitch feed's so messed up. There's just a bunch of OF models trying to promote their OnlyFans to me. Well, you know, like a lot of this shit is like algorithmic, right? Not that. Also, yeah, here you go. May contain labeled content. You can control what types of content you see on your Twitch. Yeah, nice. You know it's algorithmic, right? It's like old dudes are like, my Instagram feed's all fucked. Here we go. Here's sexual themes. Here you go, one. What are we seeing here, though? Okay, maybe. Yeah, actually, yeah. That's probably a little sexual right there. I don't know, dude. I think it's gotten a lot better. Here, we'll go to popular, though. I don't want to do the recommended for you. Let's go high to low. Maybe this will be... I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe if you're like a really incel, you'd be like, that dress is a little low. Here you go. All the way down here, right? This one, probably, right, too? Maybe, I don't know. This one, yep, okay. I don't know, dude. I don't think it's quite as bad as it used to be. I think that's another thing with these topics is people, like, will build an image in their head about what platforms are, and then they won't give the platform another chance. You'll also do that shit. They'll also do that shit with people too, you know? They don't give room for people to grow. It's a problem on the internet is that there is no room for growth or learning or whatever, dude.